You can now get a 30-day trial to experience The Athletic for free. Visit the link in the description below to try it now. Following Manchester City's first Champions League game of the 2021-22 season, a 6-3 win over RB Leipzig, Pep Guardiola expressed his disappointment with the attendance at the Etihad. "I would say the last 3 games we played here we scored 16 goals, Guardiola told BT Sport. So I would like more people to come to the next game on Saturday. We need the people next Saturday." And there were a lot of empty seats. Just over 38,000 were in attendance in a stadium with a capacity of over 55,000. It's strange. City have one of the most talented coaches of all time, a squad to envy, and a stadium with excellent sight lines from all sides. So why does this seem like a common theme? Well, first, a distinction. While rival fans refer to the Etihad by the mocking, but not so original, Empty-Had nickname, Manchester City's attendances in the Premier League are actually very good. In the 2019-20 season, they had an average attendance of 54,391, which is 98.9% of its 55,017 capacity. Not bad at all. In fact, across town, and during the same season, Manchester United averaged a home gate of 72,726, which is 98.1% of Old Trafford's capacity. Also, at the time of Guardiola's remarks, many City fans had been combating issues with the club's digital ticketing services and confusion over the ticket transfer system ahead of the Leipzig game. Long term, though, Europe has been a problem for some time, and City have played in front of small crowds in the early rounds of continental competition before. The Etihad's capacity for European games drops to 54,000, but during the last full season of Champions League football in front of crowds, 2018-19, City averaged 49,535 fans during their run to the quarterfinals. The year before, 48,050, and the year before that, in 2016-17, 47,065. In the 2015-16 season, the first at the present capacity, the average was still just 47,780. So for a team who enter most Champions League seasons with a legitimate chance of winning the competition, those are surprising figures. Yes, the club have enjoyed an antagonistic relationship with UEFA, and fans have frequently booed the Champions League anthem, but the empty seats need further context. And in response to Guardiola's remarks, Kevin Parker, General Secretary of the official supporters club, was quick to provide it. He doesn't understand the difficulties that some people might have getting to a game at the Etihad on a Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. They've got kids to think of, they might not be able to afford it, there are still some COVID issues about. I don't see why he comments on it. He's absolutely the best coach in the world, but in the nicest possible way, I think maybe he should stick to that. And it's a fair point. A game kicking off at 8 p.m. on a weeknight would finish at the earliest at 9:45 p.m. There is a tram which runs from the Etihad complex back to the centre of Manchester, but on match nights it can be crowded, and getting away from the stadium can be time-consuming, which for young children or those who might have to get up early for work can make for a very late night. For a team like City, or any major club used to cruising through the group, the lack of jeopardy also partially explains why some stay away, particularly now with the economic hardship of the coronavirus and the lingering fear many have of returning to crowded communal spaces. As of September 2021, Manchester actually has one of the lowest vaccination rates in the UK, with only 56.4% of those eligible having received both doses. But vaccination levels aside, these are universal issues, so why do they manifest more at the Etihad? Well, because of the nature of City's fan base and the club's history. According to a report released by the City Group back in 2018, celebrating a decade of their ownership, the club they bought had just 6 official overseas supporters groups. That number grew to 116 over those 10 years and continues to rise, but it remains some way behind the 262 officially recognised Manchester United supporters clubs in 89 different countries, as they do in the UK itself. In a May 2021 survey entitled The True Colours of Football, which measured Premier League clubs' popularity by search volume, City actually ranked as the 7th most popular club in the UK, behind Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, and even Leeds United. Combined, those statistics describe a few issues. The first is that City have relatively few fans for a club of their standing, and the level of demand for their tickets is obviously comparatively low. The second is that they don't benefit from football tourism in the same way as other clubs, and are less able to fill the gaps that appear in their stadium as a result. A 2019 Visit Britain survey recorded that 800,000 tourists watched a Premier League game during that previous season, the most of any league in Europe, but that the top 3 destinations were Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford and the Emirates Stadium. City, by contrast, are less able to count on demand from outside their catchment area. A 2014 YouGov poll revealed that of those surveyed, 49% of Manchester City fans lived in the northwest region of England, compared to 28% of United fans. Those numbers might have changed in the years since, but not dramatically so, depicting the City fan base as being more reflective of its region. Of the 5.4% unemployment rate in Greater Manchester, which is above the United Kingdom's 4.6%. And the average house price, which is $241,000 to the UK average of $255,000. In other words, being more susceptible to the issues that were described by their supporters' trust in response to Pep Guardiola's criticism.
Come and find what you're looking for. Tifo merge. Put it on your body and drink out of it. From the grasslands of Australia to the peaks and plains of Antarctica and through the rivers of North America comes a shop of merch that is so damn cool that it's really cool. So cool you have to buy all the merchandise. Buy the merchandise. Come in and buy all our merchandise. Look it right here, there's merchandise, but your merchandise. Gotta get your hands on the merchandise. Buy the merch.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. The Athletic brings you the best sports journalism in the world in a personalised experience, connecting you with the stories and teams that you care about the most. There's coverage of 13 sports, plus direct access to world-class journalists through live Q&As, discussions and podcasts. Not to mention, it's all ad-free. And you can try it now for free for 30 days by clicking the link in the description.